Thank you to my fellow seniors for being my family since 8th grade. I never thought I would become a family with this many kids. You guys made this season fun with me and we made many memories. The ups and downs we went through, we stuck through them with each other, making us close. We're going to miss pushing and sweating through lists with you guys. We're going to miss going out on the battlefield every Friday night with you guys. We're going to miss having fun in the locker room and going out at it at practice with you guys. I love you boys like no other, and thank you for being my family. Thank you, Miss Betty, for doing the laundry every day and for making me laugh. I appreciate you for doing that because I could never wash high school boys' laundry every day. Thank you, coaches, for putting all the time into game plans and studying just to give us the best opportunity on Friday night. But also thank you for being someone that we can always come to and talk to about anything. Also, thank you, Coach Gears, for the funny jokes during film that would make everyone laugh. Thank you, Pete and Amy, for everything you did for us, but most importantly, thank you for always making me laugh after school. Thank you, Allie and Maria, for traveling with us and helping us out on game days and making everything fun. You guys will be missed, and we appreciate every little thing you guys did. Thank you to all the moms that would spend their free time coming to the school to set up meals and to help out. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, Team HiPod, for filming practices and game days, to making pump-up videos. I don't know how you guys do that, but it's impressive. I appreciate all you guys. C Stout, I appreciate you like no other. You have always been there for me from terrible times to lady issues, amazing times, and anything. You've always been by my side, and I thank you for that. Thank you for always making me laugh and making me happy. We've done a lot, and I'm happy it was with you. You're an amazing kid and truly one of a kind. I appreciate you, and I always will. So thank you for everything. Love you, man. Last but not least, Mom and Dad, thank you for everything you do for me. Like waking me up, taking me to practice, and being my #1 fans on Friday nights. Easing my mind, motivating me, and giving me a reason to play. Everything you did didn't go unnoticed. I appreciate everything you guys did. Now, underclassmen, don't forget to have fun, enjoy practices and game and film and everything. Just take a step back, breathe, look around, and take everything in and enjoy it. It flies by fast, and just like that, it will all be gone. Love you guys.
I would like to say thank you to everyone who has contributed and has been a part of making these last 4 years the best years of my life so far. Thank you to the coaches who put in countless hours and time away from their families to come up with a game plan. Thank you to the coaches' families who sacrifice very much so the coaches can be with us. Thank you to the boosters for the apparel that we get as well as the food before games. Also, thank you to Team HiPod who volunteers their time to make us pump up videos before games and record our practices to put us in a better position for the upcoming game. Thank you to Mr. Stout and Pretty Pictures for the wonderful pictures they take during that games. Thank you to the team's moms for hours in the kitchen during camp and on Thursday night to have meals prepared for us. Thank you to the families who welcomed us into their home on Friday nights. A big thank you to those behind the scenes like Mrs. Betty and the custodians. You do a lot for us and it doesn't go unnoticed. To my family, Dad, thank you for always being there to support me and always telling me how proud you are of me. Mom, thank you for being there to talk to and constantly contributing your time for the program, not only for me, but for Dustin as well. Thank you guys for putting up with me when I'm miserable and constantly to adapt to my schedule and driving me around. Back to during youth all the way to now. As soon as I would come home to you guys, all the struggles and hardships that I had would cease to exist. To my brother, thank you for always being a positive role model and someone I would always try to be like since I can remember. You gave me a reason to have a drive and a work ethic. When times were tough, you helped me realize that sometimes life sucks and no one felt sorry for me. Thank you. You guys mean the world to me and I love you. To my fellow seniors, these last 4 years have been a roller coaster of emotions. Winning or losing, there isn't another group of guys that would ever want to strap up with and go head to head with another opponent than you. We overcame obstacles we thought we'd never have to face, but we bonded together and became one. Though the season did not end up how we imagined, the positives will never be forgotten, as well as the brotherhood that was forged here. I'm proud to call you all my brothers and to be a West Allegheny Indian. To the underclassmen, thinking about all the time you have left, believe me, it flies by. So be humble, keep your poise, and cherish what you got.
To start, I'd like to thank everyone that was a part of our journey. Thank you to my family for always supporting me and helping me with whatever I needed. Thank you to the coaches who spent countless hours on game plans, film, practice, and workouts for us. Thank you to the parents who were always helping out Thursday nights and whenever else we needed help, they were always around. Thursdays were the best nights ever. Thank you to the boosters for our meals, apparel, and everything else that we always wanted. These last 4 years have meant a lot to me. We have made so many memories that I will never forget, and everyone involved in this program has taught me many lessons to help me succeed with the rest of my life. Boys, we have dealt with so much adversity that it became normal to us, and I'm proud to say that none of us ever gave up and always had each other's backs. I love you guys. Thank you.
It is crazy how fast these 4 years have flown by. I've been blessed with great coaches and fantastic teammates. But first, I would like to thank my parents and my family for believing in me since day one. You all mean the world to me and I love you. It feels weird giving my senior speech, but time does fly when you're having fun. I met lifelong friends through these past 4 years that I can proudly call my brothers. To my senior class, thank you guys for always pushing me and helping me grow. For my boys coming up, keep the tradition alive. Hardships will come, adapt, adjust, then conquer anything that stands in your way. And always remember, there are few that know the true meaning of being a West Allegheny football player. Be proud to represent that logo. I love you guys. Thank you.
First, I would like to say thank you to my family and the coaching staff, and most importantly, my teammates. I remember moving here my freshman year and just feeling alone, and that changed when I joined the football team. They instantly brought me in as one of their own, and for that I thank you. You all made me feel like I belonged, and every year we grew closer. Although I'm going to miss football, something I'll miss more is messing around in the locker room, Thursday nights, and just being together. Every time we had to do conditioning, which sucked sometimes, I thought to myself, I wouldn't want to see my teammates tired and beat if I wasn't tired and beat with them. I'm going to miss being together every single day because of the bond that we had. Thank you for all your support, and thank you for being with my family.
As I begin, I want to first thank God for blessing me with the opportunity to be a part of this program and for keeping me healthy during my high school career. As most of you know, I transitioned from soccer after my freshman year. Although I was a bit hesitant to join the football team and play a sport that I have never played, I felt like I belonged. The team welcomed me with open arms and supported me as I entered a new chapter of my life. The brotherhood that I experienced was something very special to me. As I reflect on my time spent at West Allegheny, I'm drawn to remember those who have helped mold me into the person I am today. I want to thank many individuals and groups of people that have made my high school experience enjoyable and one to remember. First, I want to thank my family members for the constant support throughout my life. Mom, thank you for always being an amazing caregiver. Whether it was taking me to morning workouts or packing your weekly puns in my lunch every game day, I loved all of it. You always seem to make life a bit brighter, especially during those dark times. Dad, thank you for teaching me how to be patient and trust the process. I'll miss you taking pictures at our games and our pregame fist bump ritual. To my siblings, Christian, Colby, and Carolyn, I want to thank you for teaching me the importance of unselfishness and leadership. The three of you have paved the way for me and have shown me what a great teammate looks like. I am thankful every day for the three of you. You have all been great role models for me, and I hold our relationship with one another close to my heart. I love all of you. I also want to thank my aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents for the involvement and encouragement over the past 3 years. I want to especially thank my grandma Pat for being the biggest fans, coming to all of my games during my high school career. Pat, although you are not here to share my senior season with me, I know that you are watching from up above with the biggest smile on your face. I miss you every day, and I want to thank you for encouraging me to play football many years ago. Graham, thank you for continuing to support me. Your strength and love inspires me. Next, I would like to thank all of my coaches. The commitment and knowledge that all of you possess is amazing. Thank you for the amount of time you spend with us. From workouts to practices, it always seems like you are there to guide us. I want to also thank your families for sharing you with us. Hours are spent away from the game, planning and coaching, and I feel that it is only right to highlight the sacrifice that is made during the season. I also want to thank the janitors for always cleaning the locker room and taking care of our needs. Thank you to the boosters for always providing the team with what is needed, organizing many of events and plans behind the scene. Special shout out to all the parents who made the Thursday night and camp meals possible as well. Thank you, Team HiPod, for filming all of our practices and games and creating the awesome pump-up videos. A huge thank you goes out to Miss Betty. Thank you for always doing our laundry day in and day out, especially the sweaty linemen's gross clothes. The amount of work you do and the contributions that you bring to this program do not go unnoticed. Not only is Miss Betty a great person at washing clothes, but she's an even better person, making me feel very loved. I can always count on you for a loving hug or a comforting conversation. I'm going to miss you like crazy. Lastly, to my teammates, thank you. The memories that I have made over the last few years will forever be ingrained in my mind. I love each and every one of you, and I am thankful for our brotherhood. I'm going to miss spending time with all of you. Freshmen, you have one complete season under your belt. Continue to learn and develop as a West Allegheny Indian. Sophomores, time to step up. Do what is needed for the betterment of the team, and remember to put in the necessary hard work. Juniors, now it is your senior year. It is your time to lead and be the face of the program. Enjoy every moment because it all flies by in the blink of an eye. Have no regrets. Do everything in your power to leave your mark. If any of you boys ever need anything, I am only a phone call away. As next season approaches, I want all of you to soak it in.
Although it is cliche, time truly does fly. Soak every moment in. As a collective group, we all must keep the West Day tradition alive, and that means standing up for it during difficult times. I'm certain that adversity will strike multiple times this upcoming season, and it is up to you young men in the auditorium today to advocate as one unified team. Stay tough. I love all of you, and I am blessed to have experienced West Allegheny football. I am more than proud to forever be a West Allegheny football player. Thank you.
Even though I was only a member of this team for a year, the guys made me feel as if I've been there with them since they were just kids. I'd like to thank all of the seniors who had convinced me to play, so I don't regret my decision for a second. I'd like to thank the entire coaching staff for being patient with me and pushing me to be the best I could be in such a short period of time. I'm thankful for the willingness the coaches had to work with my schedule conflicts in order to give me the opportunity to play the sport I've grown to love. Each and every member of West Day football, no matter what role, has taken me in his family this past year, and I'm blessed to have created bonds that will last a lifetime. I love you all.
Football is a grueling, physical sport that wears you down. Through seasons and off-season lifting, the cliche is true that the grind never stops. In this sport, you can't be alone and be successful. It takes a team and it takes a family. Through the 4 years that I've been blessed to play here, I came to rely on my family, my teammates, and our coaches. I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank them all. Thank you first off to my parents, my brother, and God. Without their support, none of this would have been possible. Also, thank you to my fellow players, and especially the seniors. The memories we made these past 4 seasons will last longer than any season ever could. And lastly, thank you to our coaches and Miss Betty. Putting a team in question on the right path takes special people, and I wanted to thank each and every one of you for stepping up to the plate.
I just want to thank not only the coaches for being there to help me through the past 2 seasons of my football career, but also every single one of the players who were always there to have my back and support me through everything. Most of all, I want to thank my mom for paying all the expenses when it comes to football and making sure that I am on time for everything involving football. Without my mom, I would not have been able to make all of the connections with every single one of you. Overall, I just want to say thank you for bringing me into this family and treating me as one of your own. Thank you all for so many memories. I love every single one of you, and I will never forget the memories we have made as a whole. I especially want to thank the 2 people on this team who convinced me to play the sport, even after I told them I never wanted to play football ever again. Without you 2, Jared and Baker, I wouldn't have came into the position of being a part of this amazing family, and because of that, I really just want to thank you. Whether it was forcing me to show up to morning workouts, even though all 3 of us know how much I hate mornings, or forcing me to run as hard as possible after practices. Through these past 2 years, I've learned to cherish every moment you have with your friends and family because we truly never know when it will come to an end. With all this being said, every single one of you are able to become great people, and I can't wait to see what the world has in store for all of you. Thank you, West Allegheny football, for making me the person I am today.
I want to start off by thanking my mom. Without you, these last 4 years would not be possible. Whether it was paying for everything or volunteering your time to the program, you've always been there for me when I needed you. You were just as invested in this program as I am and never had a complaint when having to wake up at 5 a.m. to take me to workouts or give up your time to help make Thursdays nights special. Anything I needed, you would do for me without a second thought. Mom, you've been an inspiration my whole life and truly made me into the person I am. Next, I want to thank the coaching staff. The lessons I've learned from those men and the relationships I've built with them are unforgettable. Without you guys, I would not be the man I am today, and I am so thankful to have influences like you in my life. I know the time you put into this, and I truly appreciate everything you guys have taught me. And to my teammates and brothers that I've grown so close to over the years, thank you. Thank you for giving me a family and having my back at all times. The relationships I've built with you guys are so special to me. You will always be my family for as long as I live, and I believe that because of you, these years have been amazing. I love every single one of you boys and will always be there for you. Underclassmen, keep this program strong. Times may be tough, but you have to come together, and I promise you can be something truly special. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Trevor Bartley, number 51. To start off this short speech, I would like to thank my mom and dad and the rest of my family for not only providing for me at all times, including taking me to morning workouts and dragging me to and from practices, but also shaping me into the person I am today. I would also like to thank all my coaches for being great mentors and providing me with the lessons and knowledge to not only succeed on the field, but also in life. The time and dedication you put into us in the game is truly something special, and I will always be thankful for that. Secondly, I would like to thank all the people behind the scenes, including our athletic trainers, Miss Betty, Dan, Team HiPod, and to all the parents and boosters who dedicated their time to the team. Without their great help, this program would not be possible. Through my 4 years here, I have learned many lessons from football, including accountability, discipline, preparation, and so many more. But the people I'd like to thank most of all is my teammates, who have been through everything with me, building bonds that go way beyond football and creating great memories I will never forget. To my fellow seniors, I wish you all great futures, and to the underclassmen, cherish every moment you have with one another, because before you know it, you'll be making a speech just like this one.
I'd like to first thank my parents for dealing with everything for the past 4 years. From the early morning lifts to the late night practices, you were always there for me. And don't forget about the many Thursday night dinners. But throughout all this year, you did everything. So biggest thank you to you guys. I'd like to also thank every coach on the staff, as many as we have. But the fact that you all took so much time out of your day, every day, to make us better is something I've always admired and thought highly of. Without you guys, our success wouldn't be possible. On to my teammates. Thank you guys for making my senior year a special one. From pushing each other in the summer into practices that would never end, our times together means everything to me. I'll never forget the little talks the O-line would have with the scout D-line in the middle of the plays, basically where someone would crack a joke and make everyone laugh. Those are the things that made it worth it every day. Finally, thank you to everyone behind the scenes, especially Miss Betty for everything they do to keep everything running smooth. You guys are the best.
These 3 years of football went by so fast. Even though these years may not have been the way I intended them to go, I learned so much from playing football. It taught me how to be a man and take ownership for my wrongdoing. I'd like to thank my parents first off for convincing me to even play football again, and thanks to all the parents who have supported me throughout this journey, for the boosters that supported us with the clothes, food, everything else. Thank you to Ms. Betty for washing our dirty clothes, even though she didn't have to and taking time out of her day to do it for us. I'd like to thank all the coaches, especially Coach Marcellus, for guiding me over these past years and always checking on me and supporting me through my rough times. Thank you to all the seniors that I played with. I love these past 3 years with you guys and making memories that'll last forever. And to all the underclassmen, please do not take anything for granted, as these years will go by so fast that in a blink of an eye it will all be over. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Colin Moore, number 57. First off, I'd like to thank my mom for always supporting me through my football career, for always taking care of fees, and for always being on my games, for always supporting me and pushing me, and to keep playing and be the best teammate I could be. 7, thank you for always being like a father to me over the years and becoming a great one. For always sitting down and talking to me about football and providing me the knowledge necessary to succeed in it. My siblings, Van and DJ, thank you for always being my little supporters throughout youth and up to high school. My brothers, my family, without you guys carrying me through hard times and the joy you brought me when I wouldn't have been able to laugh, cry, and hurt when I needed to, you all become blood in me, and I love you more than words. To my coaches that brought me up, pushed me and supported me through these 4 years, I've known you. I look up to each and every one of you. Shout out to Coach Marcellus especially. Though at times we didn't see eye to eye, and you've always had to bust at me a little bit, you always went out of your way to help me become the best football player West Allegheny Indian the man I could possibly be. You're the embodiment of what it means to be a West Allegheny Indian and the legacy that continues to stem from. And finally, with my twin brothers, Sam and Max, you two are my reason for everything. The reason I ride my bike to workouts every day. The reason for my intensity and work ethic. The reason that no one in this life or the next one will ever compare to me. Max, you're one of the only things on earth that make me genuinely smile. That in itself is true power that can't go unmentioned. Sam, everything I do in this life is to reach your level of strength and determination. In my mind, you're the definition of what it means to be hard. If you fought your battle, I can fight any battle and win. I'll make sure your name is forever glorified and presented as pure, unattainable power. This time flew by. I've grown so much from that box-headed fat boy I once was. I never thought I'd be able to see this place as anything special. But the people that have come through before me and now after me, having will become nothing short of special. I'm proud to be a West Allegheny Indian, and I know in my heart I've left my mark. I can't wait to see what you underclassmen do next year and the years to come. Keep our traditions in check. And for now, the torch has been passed on to you. Love you guys.
I would like to start by thanking everyone that made these last 3 years of my life the absolute best that they could be. First, my coaches and my coaches' family. Thank you for all the time that you have given up and for helping myself and this team succeed to their highest potential. To all the volunteers who helped make my football career amazing, whether it has been Miss Betty cleaning our clothes, the volunteers who have helped to make the Thursday night meals possible, or the ball girls and the student trainers who have volunteered ample time for the betterment of the team, thank you. Thank you to the boosters for all that you have done. Without your support, this program would not have been even close to successful. To the band and cheerleaders, thank you for always cheering us on. I would like to extend a special thanks to Sky Miller for all that you have done for me. Whether it has been the pregame text wishing me luck or the many gifts that you have given to me throughout this year, I appreciated every minute of it. Thank you to Mr. Stout and Mrs. Pretty for coming every Friday night and taking pictures of the team. And to my family, thank you for always loving and supporting me throughout these last 3 years. Without your constant love and support, I wouldn't have made it through this. Finally, to my teammates, thank you for all the constant laughs and support through these last few years. My one and only regret is not playing my freshman year, so that I could have had an extra year with all of you. I love you all like family, and will always cherish these memories. I would give up anything for one more Friday night with you boys. Thank you.
I wanted to take this time to thank everybody who made my time here special. First, I wanted to thank the coaches who put an unreal amount of time into the program and helped me not only in football but in life itself. Secondly, I'd like to thank my parents for helping me through my high school career through all the good and the bad times. Lastly, I'd like to thank all of my teammates for battling beside me all these years.
I'd like to start by thanking my family for always being there for me, being my #1 fans, and taking me to and from practice over the years. Next, I'd like to thank the boosters for the great spirit gear and all the meals throughout the season. Thank you to Miss Betty for washing everything we needed and helping us tolerate the smell in the locker room. I'd also like to thank the training staff for keeping us healthy and getting us ready for practice and games each week. Thank you to all the coaches for putting in countless hours between practice, film, and game plans to make us the best that we possibly could be. To my fellow seniors and teammates, I love each and every one of you, and I'll never forget any of you. The memories we made together will last a lifetime. This program has taught me so much, and it helped me shape to be the man I am today. I am so thankful to have been given the opportunity to play for West Allegheny, and if I could go back and do it all over again, I wouldn't heartbeat. To the upcoming team, keep the traditions alive and never forget what it means to be a West Allegheny football player.
I'd like to start off by saying thank you to my family, my mom, my dad, everyone, for supporting me through these past 6 years of football, for being my biggest supporters and loudest fans at every game. Thank you to the coaching staff, the ones that stuck around and the ones that joined us this year, for coming to practice every day, putting together game plans, and believing in us as a group. The time you took away from your families to be with us is truly appreciated, and I thank you. I'd like to thank Pete and Amy and the rest of the training staff for keeping me healthy and getting me back on the field as quickly as possible when I wasn't healthy. I was in the training room more than I wanted to be, so thank you for putting up with me a lot. Thank you to the boosters for everything you have done for us. Whether it was Thursday night meals or pregame meals, thank you. I'd also like to thank God for allowing me to play through this amazing sport for 6 years. I've learned so many lessons and made friendships that I'll never forget. Thank you to all the senior parents for the post-game meals every single week. And to Coach Lucas, thank you for stepping into the impossible shoes as the West Allegheny head football coach when it seemed like no one was going to or wanted to. Thank you for believing in us and doing everything you could to help us succeed on and off the field. What you have done for me will never be forgotten, and to that I say thank you. To my fellow seniors, these past 4 years have been so much fun, and I've made so many memories that I'll never forget. Thank you, brothers. And to the juniors, it won't be an easy road from here, but I know that if you guys pull together, you can accomplish anything. And most of all, have fun. These years fly by, and before you know it, it'll be over. So enjoy it, cherish it. Thank you.
Through my 6 years at West Day, I've learned quite a bit. This team has taught me how to be a man and to face my challenges head on. I'd like to thank my family for all their support through it all. I'd like to especially thank you, Mom, for running Thursday night meals. I'd also like to thank my coaches who have given me the opportunity to play. Thank you especially to Coach Martin, Coach Smiley, and Coach Cap for everything that you've done to help me succeed in my senior year. To my fellow teammates, I love you all like family. Thank you for all the memories you've given me. They're irreplaceable. To my fellow seniors, thank you for everything. Through the ups and downs, the highs and lows, we've been there for each other. Thank you, Miss Betty, for everything you've done for us. And one final thank you to my dad. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today or half the man I am today. Love you guys.
I'd like to start off by saying thank you to this organization for helping me grow up throughout my high school career. They really did show me the life lessons that I would truly use for the rest of my life. I'd also like to thank my family, especially my mom, for always supporting me no matter what. I'd also like to thank my coaches for always pushing me on and off the field. And for the underclassmen coming up, all I have to say is enjoy the rest of the years you have left, because time really does fly by. And lastly, I'd like to thank my teammates for always being there for me no matter what.
I'd like to start off by saying that joining football was the single most important and beneficial decision I've made in my life to this point. It has given me a pathway to grow immensely as a person, and I can't imagine who I'd be today without it. However, this amazing journey would not have been possible without some very important people. To the boosters and any affiliated donors, thank you all so much for your contributions to this program. You are the foundation of West Allegheny football, and I can't thank you enough for giving us the chance to experience this wonderful sport. Mrs. Betty, as always, deserves praise for all her tremendous work behind the scenes, especially with the laundry. Thanks again, we couldn't do it without you. To the coaches, it amazes me how well you can all bounce back so efficiently from a hard loss. It is so inspiring to see you guys get in the ring and fight every week to put us in the best situation possible. This season might not have worked out, but the lessons I learned from all of you will stick with me forever, and that is how I know you guys are true champions to the core, regardless of how we performed this year. Special thanks to Coach Lucas for more than successfully filling the role of head coach. I have unbelievable respect for the way you've managed this program and for you as a person. You have always challenged me to be the best version of me each and every day, which is a kick in the rear I need every now and then. I can't thank you enough for keeping the tradition of West State football alive and well. Next, my parents. Mom, you never wanted me to play football, and you still don't, but you've never stopped supporting me. Whether it be 2 extensive shoulder surgeries or getting up at 5 in the morning to drive me to workouts, I never could have done it without you. Dad, you helped me dig deep and find my passion for football, and you've been tied with Mom as my most important supporter. You taught me what it means to be tough and never give up, lessons I will never allow myself to forget. Thank you both for the chance to play football. I love you guys. Finally, addressed to my teammates. I have countless happy memories thanks to all of you. Fellow seniors, it was an honor sharing the field with you, and I will never forget all the good times. Underclassmen, your time is now. Us seniors are gone, and it's now your duty to carve out a legacy and put some championship banners up on the school. You know the tradition, and you've seen it from every single senior. You're in good hands with the coaching staff, who will continue to reinforce the importance of the West Allegheny way to carry out your business. Now it's time for you to decide what kind of team you want to be. Above all, always remember to cherish it, because it'll be gone before you know it. Good luck. I'll miss you guys. Thanks again, everybody.
This past year has been one of my favorite seasons of football I've ever played. I would like to thank the coaches for always getting up bright and early to go over a huddle and improve our team. Secondly, I would like to thank Miss Betty for always cleaning our sweaty clothes. Lastly, I would like to thank my mom. You always go to every single one of my games, and without you, I wouldn't have had a ride to workouts for the past 4 years.
I'd like to start off by thanking my family for the constant encouragement and support. Without them, I wouldn't be able to be where I am today. I'd like to especially thank my mom for being the greatest mother, taking care of me through a hard time, and my father for inspiring me to always work hard and to never give up. I'd also like to thank the coaching staff, Pete, Amy, the boosters, Miss Betty, and anybody else who put time into making this program what it is today. Their unbelievable work ethic is outstanding and also inspired me to never have a sloppy day on the field and push myself for those around me. The people who I am most thankful for are my teammates, who always picked me up when I was down and always pushed me to new limits. When I first joined, I never thought I would be able to catch up to you guys, since it was my first year ever playing football, but I managed to do it thanks to all of you. If it were anybody else on this team, I don't think I would have developed into the player I am today. There's nobody else in the world I'd rather play for than for all of you. You guys also shaped me into a completely new person. I've learned many life lessons here that I will remember in the future when I'm older. Once again, thank you all for accepting me into the program. I will remember every moment we've had together in the deepest place in my heart.
I wanted to start by thanking my teammates and the coaches for making these past 4 years some of the best times of my life. When I moved here back in 2015, I didn't think this group of guys would be able to change my life the way that they have. It takes a special group of people to be able to treat someone like a brother the first day you meet them. It was a privilege to stand by each and every one of you and make memories that will last me a lifetime. Thank you for treating me like your brother even when I wasn't strapped up with you guys. Next, I want to thank my family, Mom, Dad, and my brother Tucker, for supporting me in my decision to not play these past 3 years. I know it was your guys' dream to see me step on the field as a senior. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that, but you three had my back through it all, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. I especially want to thank my mom in particular for everything she's done for me the past 4 years. Whether it was waking up early freshman and sophomore year to bring me to workouts or walking across the field with me on senior night, You were always willing to go above and beyond for me, and I couldn't begin to thank you for it all. To the underclassmen, I only leave you with one piece of advice. Cherish it. Cherish every moment you have with one another, even the little things, because when it's all said and done, the little things will be what stand out the most. Thank you.